All right, Dan, here's a question for you, hypothetical. How much money would it take for every morning when you wake up, you have to shove a small piece of cheese up your asshole every day for the rest of your life?
How big or how small?
Um, Not small enough that you can't feel it, but not big enough that it's really in a nuisance, you know?
Sorry, what do I get out of this?
How much
The
money?
cheese.
The money. You're paid X amount in a one-time payment, but for the rest of your life, once a morning, you have to shove that small brick of cheese up your butt.
Wait, brick of cheese?
It's just a term. It's not super big,
This
it's
is
not
not an
super
actual
small.
brick of cheese.
No, it's not actually. Do you know what a spool of thread looks like?
Yeah?
Yeah, about the size of a larger sized spool of thread.
Hmm.
Wait, so that it would stop his poop?
It would probably stop your poop, yes. You would have to push a little harder to get it out.
Why can't I just pull it out?
You can't. You have to shove it up and then it has to pass naturally.
Well, how much money am I getting paid?
How much money would it take for
A
these events to occur?
metric fuck ton.
I think the important question is how long does the cheese need to stay in there?
Until it is passed naturally. So I mean like could be a day, could be an hour.
I think you should take the deal.
I thought long and hard about it. $4 billion for the rest of my life to do that every morning. Okay, now here's my thinking. $4 billion can buy me anything I want for the rest of my life, and anything my friends want for the rest of my life. And really, it would only be irritating for so long. Then it would just become a normal part of your day. You wake up, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you shove the cheese up your butt, you pour a bowl of cereal. You know?
You can make money by streaming it too, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, here's my thing.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
And my question is, does anybody know about said deal?
Only the people that you tell or find out naturally. You do not have to tell
Okay.
anyone you don't want to know. But should they find out through other means, they of course have that knowledge. So, like for example, should you invite your new girlfriend over and she follows you in the bathroom that morning, she does in fact witness you shoving cheese up your butthole.
Hey, who witnesses that?
Whoever you have over who happens to walk in the room when you're
That's
doing it.
horrible.
Yep. New
Why is this
girlfriend,
this is
mom,
gaining
brother.
so many more rules?
Well, it's not like it has to happen, but like if they stumble in and you're just shoving cheese up your butthole, you better get to explaining quick. Yeah, it's a simple hypothetical question, really. How much money for the rest of your life every morning you have to do this for?
I don't know, 4 billion sounds accurate.
Daniel, I have a proposition for you.
You do not have 4 billion.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You don't.
I do.
You do
You
not.
would not be working if you had 4 billion.
Yeah, I would. Builds character.
It does, you're not wrong.
Um,
You can
okay,
expect
okay,
payment after the first insertion.
exactly. You also have to acquire the cheese yourself. I can't provide it for you.
How much cheese is that? How much money is that gonna cost me? Well, we're adding that onto the
Less
4
than
bill
four
now.
billion over a lifetime. I can guarantee
We're
that.
adding that onto the 4 billion now.
Nope.
I didn't sign no freaking deal.
Yeah, you did.
Did not.
You signed it the moment you shoved that cheese up your butthole. Okay. Okay. Another question. Same deal, but instead of the rest of your life, it's 1 year. Every day for 1 year.
Billion.
I was reading something. What is it? What are we doing now?
Same question, but instead of the rest of your life, it's 1 year. Every day for 1 year, you have to shove a piece of cheese up your butthole.
I mean, 1 year sounds much more manageable than a lifetime.
This is true.
Because I'm like, what if you're like, what if you forget to do it one day, right? Like, what if you travel and forget your goddamn block of cheese?
You know, I hadn't thought of that.
Like, does that mean the next day you have to do like twice as much cheese?
You know, I figured it'd be more of a compulsion thing, like you wouldn't really cognitively think, well, I should shove my cheese up my butthole today. But that does add a new layer to it if you do have to think of it. Hmm. I guess there should be some punishment for not shoving the cheese up your butthole. But what punishment is truly appropriate for these scenarios?
I don't know. Like, how do you figure out like what punishment that is?
Alright, I've got it. If you fail to shove the cheese up your butthole one day, it increases by size by 1/4 of its current size.
Did we ever discuss what kind of cheese? Is this like get really really hard?
It's
Fucking
up to you. Like, if you want to get some nice Gouda and have your butthole smell all Gouda-y, or if you just want to go for, like, the cheap cheddar cheese, you know? Or if you want to go for, like, soft, like, spray cheese. But, I mean, you're going to have to shove the can up there and let her rip, so.
Man, I mean, once you get older and you start forgetting about it, that thing's gonna.
I mean, it becomes like, you know, how often do you really forget to shower or brush your teeth? Really?
Like never.
Exactly. Like, it would just
Once
become
you do
part of your
something
daily
for
life.
yeah, once you do it for 3 weeks, it becomes like a habit at that
Yeah,
point.
exactly. So, 3 weeks in, it just, you know, wake up
Well,
every day.
for the average person, 3 weeks is what it takes to form a habit.
To cheese up your butthole probably takes slightly longer. And you know what? I'll even do you one better. Same deal, but if you shove double the amount up, you get to skip the next day. And that does increase. So if you, 3 times, you get to skip the next 2, 4 times the next 3, so on and so forth. So let's say you're going on a long trip. Shove 7 pieces up your butthole, you get a whole week of not having to do it.
Whoa, I can get it all out at once.
I mean, it's a lifetime. I don't know how you're gonna fit a lifetime of cheese up your butthole.
But like if I were to do it yearly, like
Yeah, if you wanted to shove 365 pieces of cheese up your butthole in one day, you could absolutely go an entire year without having to do it.
because here's
But-
my thing, right?
But the moment you forget, you know, at the coming year to do it, all that cheese increases by 1/4 of its size.
So it's a gamble.
Really is like. I mean, one day, and just oof, oof.
Yo, this guy just called me a beast.
I know.
I got a little hard. Because, I mean, you could do it like 365 pieces, right? All at once. And what would end up happening is you'd probably have to go to the hospital at that point, and then they'd have to remove it because it would be like.
The cheese has to stay in there till it naturally passes. Assume no harm will come to you.
No, harm would come. 365 pieces. So you get it all out once because they'd have to remove it, and then you're like set to recover for like the next few days. Loophole.
No. The surgeons cannot
Loophole.
remove it. It has to be
Loophole.
removed through natural causes. If it won't be removed through
Loophole.
natural causes, you just have
That's
cheese in your
some
butthole.
point.
Okay. The catch is the cheese can do no harm to you. Right. So you can shove 365 pieces of cheese up there. The cheese is never going to hurt you, but the fact that you're never going to be able to shit again is. Until the cheese breaks down and then oozes out. Let that image sink in for a moment before you answer this question. 365 pieces of cheese. Decomposing and then oozing slowly out your butthole. Behind which lies a torrent of shit.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Are these the things that keep you up at night?
Actually, yes. I came up with this one the other night, and I thought on it for way longer than I'd like to admit.
Yeah, no, yep.
Did you gather that from the conversation? I have made about 44,000 gold off the fur. Assuming it all sells for 200 or 400 stack. All right, Danny. Another question.
Wow, can't wait to answer this one.
You are offered $10 million a year. Okay. However, once a week, you have to take a shot glass full of semen. Just once a week. It has to be straight. You can't like mix it, no chaser, no nothing. Just straight up shoot a glass of semen.
I feel like this is a very skewed question because that has way too many factors.
Such as, let me alleviate some of your questions here.
Who does it
What
belong
questions?
to? Is it all one person?
I mean that one's really up to you.
Do I get to choose the person?
You can choose the person.
Can it be my own?
No. I feel like your own would be worse.
No.
Something to tell us, Danny?
Because I know my diet and mine does not taste bad. Plus, at the
You know
same
what I'm talking about,
time,
Danny?
plus, if it were my own, I'd make sure I'd be eating lots of pineapple so it'd taste very sweet.
You'll split it 50-50. You know, 2 weeks of the month, you will get to choose whose semen it is. You can only choose your semen 1 week, and you have to choose someone else's the next week. Okay, but then your beneficiary chooses the next 2 weeks, and he can choose anyone. Assume he has no bias towards anyone. Assume he's just
See-
going to choose someone.
To me,
Are
that's
there STD tests involved?
There are no STDs involved with the semen. They will all be clean. Unless you yourself choose to have an STD semen.
that's stupid as fuck. Who would choose that?
I don't know. Maybe you're like, hey, you know what? I'll shoot some gym semen today. And you're like, oh, turns out he has herpes.
See, I kind of like 10 million a year, right? And if it were my own, I would totally do that. But because I could only have it be mine 1 week and then the other weeks, I have not experimented in this field at all. And I would have to pick someone. And like if I made them mad, they'd pick someone. I couldn't do it. Too many random people, no.
No. Just assume that your beneficiary has no other connection to you other than giving you $10 million a month or a year. To
Yeah,
do
but
this
if
one
I
task.
choose someone and then they choose like, I make that person mad, like, oh, you have to drink this shot glass of.
No, you won't make
so-and-so."
them mad. Assume that they will always be on your side and they have no strong leaning
Nah.
towards one or the other.
No, I'm not doing it. If it were mine every week for 10 million, I would do it.
Interesting.
That's not really an interest. Why do these things come to you?
I wish I knew.
You said-
I wish I knew. Would you stick your dick in a mystery hole for $1 million? You do not know what's on the other side.
There has to be some kind of rule as to how much possible pain come. Like, would I lose my penis? Is that
There is exactly a 3% chance
Nope.
that some damage will come to your dick.
nah?
But nothing will kill you. 3% chance of damage to your penis. But
How
you get $1 million.
severe is the damage?
Again, it depends on where you land in that 3%. Could be torn off. It could be a light scratch.
Anything less than 100% is a definite no. But
I don't think I'd do it either. That's terrifying. I mean, I've stuck my dick in some weird places. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, wait. How much money are we talking?
$1 million handed to you at the time. And you know what? I'll make it even better for you. Every time you put your dick in the hole, there will be something new on the other side, and you'll get another $1 million.
How long does my penis have to be in the hole?
5 seconds.
And I will not die.
You will not die, but serious harm could come to your dick.
Give me some kind of reference on how serious.
0 to 100% damage.
Basically, I mean, have you ever, when you're getting blown, have you ever been scraped by a tooth?
No. Actually, yeah, I like it.
Okay, could be that. Yeah, could just be that feeling. Could also be a wood chipper.
No. That would kill me.
That wouldn't kill you. It would ruin your dick, but the wood chipper would not kill you.
There's
In this scenario, you cannot bleed to death
Why can I not bleed to death in this scenario?
because your beneficiary is standing there ready with a first aid kit.
Band-aids.
They're not gonna ban it. That needs serious medical attention.
What about you, Mex Dan?
No.
What about the jizz
There's
shot
no... Huh?
question? What about the other two questions? You've been weirdly quiet about this whole thing. Would
No,
you
I've-
shoot someone
I've
else's
been-
semen?
I've been asking because I'm trying to picture myself in the situation as well.
Yeah.
The dick is a damn no, because you said there's a chance. my
It's a
dick
very
is-
slim chance. Like you've got a 3%
fuck
chance
that.
some sort of harm will come to your dick, right?
Yeah, and there's
You
somebody
then have
out
to
there,
split that up with
somebody
all
out there in the
possible-
world that can win the
with-
lottery. I don't want to
with-
win that lottery.
With all possible things that could happen to your dick that would be painful. A scratch, a pin poking it by accident, a scraped tooth. Really, if you're doing the math, there are less things that could damage your dick that severely than there are things that could not.
But then if you do the math, you were also part of like one of a million different Siemens, and you're here, so
Exactly, so odds are on your side already.
no, no. I'm gonna say it's a no to the other two as well. The only one I consider is the cheese, but
You would. $10 million a year. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. You guys have made a mistake.
He's like, I know I'm not talking to you when I win the lottery.
Exactly. I mean, fuck.
yeah, it's not the same when you pay a stranger to do these things.
Okay, so the whole one, the mystery whole one,
Uh-huh. Yeah, shoot.
I'm a gambling man. I love to do this, so I would probably take a shot at that.
With the chance, there's a realistic chance. It's very minuscule, but it is technically realistic. There's a wood chipper on the other side.
Yeah, I know. God.
You're
But I'm
heartbroken.
hoping with the $1 million I could get some kind of reconstruction thing going on. I don't know.
No, I have a feeling that the wood chipper would be the third one. Like, gonna get you really confident with the first two, and then when you put your dick in the third time,
Yeah, like
See?
the first one is like Emma Stone's mouth. Then the second one is the inside of like a down pillow, and the third one's wood chipper.
Dude, see, I was thinking about it, right? I'm like, oh man, how amazing would it be if I could do 5 holes? And then I'm thinking to myself, would you have the balls to do 5 holes, Dan? And I don't know, but like once you get those first two,
Oh, I got the cool one. At long fucking last. Alright, Danny. You're a gambling man. So here's another one, right? Same setup. Okay, $1 million. The amount doubles for every time after the first you put your dick in the hole. So first time's million, second time's 2 million, third time's 4 million. Okay. The first time there is a 0.25% chance it's going to be some sort of damage, and that could be anything from a tooth to a wood chipper, right? That chance also doubles every time that you put your dick in the hole.
hold on a second.
How many times you put your dick in the hole?
What? Say that again?
Okay. So you got the hole. Did you understand the part about the money? Every time you put it in, it doubles.
Yeah, so I get 1 million, and if I do the second hole, that would be 2 mil. So I'd get a collective of 3, right?
Yep, and then
Okay.
4
Okay.
would make 7, so on and so forth.
Okay. Okay.
Starting with the first hole, there's a 0.25% chance there's something damaging on the other side. That could be anything from a tooth to a wood chipper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time you put your dick in the hole, that chance doubles. So the second time you're making 2 million, but there's a 0.5% chance it happens.
I would do it.
How many times?
All right, do the math for me. If I were to do it 10 times, what would be the chance?
About 25.
Yeah, that no. Really, I just got another fucking goddamn.
I feel like it has to be higher than 5.25.
Yeah, no, it would be much higher than 5.25.
Yeah, I said 25.
Oh, 25.
Hang on a second. Let me fucking get a calculator. Okay, so you're gonna do it 10 times, all right? Right?
Yeah, if I were to do it 10 times, what would it be? What would my chance be on that 10th try?
Okay, hold on. First, I'm gonna do the math and tell you how much money you make.
You're sadistic. You're gonna win the lottery and come to me one day and be like, hey, Dan.
I get a hole for you, buddy.
Would you stop if it was actually him in the hole?
Like you just look behind the screen. I'm just there with my ass up against the hole.
I would laugh so hard and be like, Bobby, let's just roll with this. Dude, God, this is gonna be so weird. I mean, honestly, I was thinking at the same time, it's a wood chip. That's gonna be one funny story to tell people. Like, you wanna know what I did for 5 million?
Like, punch me in the dick, see if I feel it. And let me tell you a story behind it.
8, 9, 10. Okay, so Daniel, you've put your dick in the hole 10 times. Okay,
Yeah, what would it be on the 10th try?
256% chance there's something damaging on the other side.
Alright, let's cut that back to 5 holes.
Okay.
Wait, it doubles?
Yes, every time.
Oh,
The third, no, that's too high though, right?
yeah, it's way
Nope.
too high.
No,
So,
it's not.
The first
There's
time,
an 8% chance on the 5th try.
The game sucks. It should be something realistic.
so hold on, I'm gonna say this out loud. 0.25 the first try. Second try is
Yep.
0.50. Third is 1. Fourth is 2.
Third is 4. Fourth is 8.
No.
5th is 16.
Third was 1.
Third
So
is not 1.
Yeah, because it's 0.25 and that doubles. That'd
Yes.
be 0.5.
Yes. 0.25 times 2. Okay. It's 0.5. Double that again, that's 1. Double that again, that's 2. Double that again, that's 4. Double that again, that's 8. Double that again, that's 16. Double that again, that's 32. Double that again, 64. Again, 128. And again, 256.
Fuck you, I'm doing this with my fingers. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
0.25.
Yep.
0.50. And then
Yep.
the third one would be 1%. The
Yes.
fourth is 2.
Yep.
Oh no. The fifth would be 4. The sixth would be 8. Seventh would be 16. Please stop. We can stop there. 16's too scary.
All right, so you do it how many times? 4?
I don't know now. 3?
Okay, at 3, you're making $7 million.
4.
4, you're making 8. Sorry.
5.
15.
5 is 8%, right?
Yeah, 5 is an 8%
Oh,
chance.
God, that's
but
scary.
at 5, you are making
See, that'd be the number to get me.
$31 million.
Because at 4, I'd be like, oh yeah, pretty freaking lucky. I should stop here. And then I hear how much money I can make. I'd be like, oh, Dan.
Wait, hold on. It starts at 0.25.
Mistake.
You know what? Just do it, Dan.
And you know what? When you put your dick in this hole at a 100% chance, still not necessarily something terrible. Okay? Could still just be a tooth. Like, that's what you're forgetting. You're assuming you lose your dick every time. No. No. You could do it 10 times and still keep your dick. You could get lucky, and 3 of those times where it's something bad, it's a tooth, a pinprick, and then razor burn.
You're talking me into a 5th try.
But then there's also the chance of the wood chipper.
Okay, question.
Answer.
If I happen to get the wood chipper, would I get to keep the wood chipper?
The hole is a space-time anomaly.
So I
There's
don't-
nothing actually on the other side, except for something random. So no, you would not get to keep the wood chipper. Regrettably, you would not get to keep the wood chipper. Sit in. How many times? Still haven't answered.
I don't know. Because, like, in the heat of the moment, I'm sure my answer would change. But I feel like I would try for 5.
5 was 4%, right?
Oh, okay, I think I would try for 6. Yeah, see, because if I got through 5, right?
6 is 16. Or 8?
6 is
Yeah.
8. There's a chance I could go for 6. Chance I don't know. I could even go for 7 or 8. Because what is 8? 32?
Yes. And again, not always the wood chipper. In fact, that's on the lower likelihood of it.
Dude, see, this is my problem, right? If I did 32, like, literally, I managed to have the balance to go up to 32%. Knowing me, there'd be a chance that I'd be like, yo, Dan, 64, bro, it's all you.
Hey, here's the question. Did you ever consider getting a penis implant?
Me?
Yeah.
I would consider it. Or did you
Yeah,
ask
there
me?
you go. Fucking win. Just go
Right?
for 10.
Would be no feeling.
It doesn't matter. I get to look at a girl naked then. Like, boy, who cares?